Welcome to the Social Podcast, where no discussion or debate is off limits.
Hey, happy Thursday and welcome to the Social! Yeah, let's do this thing. We are thrilled to have comedian and television writer Sophie Buttle with us today.
Thank you.
Welcome, great to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me, girls.
How's Toronto treating ya?
Toronto's so good. I've been shoplifting. Love it here. There you go.
Okay. Well, we're off and running, friends. We are off and running. Okay, well, we're gonna ask Sophie and the rest of us this question. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? What? Oh my gosh, a lot of people are saying yes. So Vogue is pointing out that there has been this kind of shift in the way that people are showcasing their relationships online. Women are now obscuring their partner's face, for example, when they post, or opting for something a little more subtle, like, oh, a picture of his hand on my hand on the steering wheel. Oh, but no face.
No.
But no face. So the writer says that women are trying to straddle two worlds. They don't want to be seen as boyfriend obsessed, but they still want the clout that comes with having a boyfriend. So what do we make of this trend of women maybe being embarrassed about posting their boyfriends? Sophie?
So, I mean, I think post your boyfriend. And, like, I've been with my boyfriend for 9 years, and so he's just like, he's part of my brand. That's okay. Like, I've accepted it.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah. I've incorporated him in. And so I get that some girls don't want to post if it's, like, a newer relationship or, you know, if it's kind of unclear a situationship. But I think that you also should post your situationship. I would like to see him. And I also think you should post it just if you have a crush on somebody. Just post a picture of him that you took through his window or whatever.
But then,
I'd like
okay,
to
so
see.
isn't some of the concern that they then have to go back later on and delete them, or do you say leave it up? Like if something goes wrong, situationship blows up,
You can't rewrite history.
you just gotta leave it up. Just leave it up.
Leave it up, and I mean, if you need to address it, post it again and explain why you broke up. And if it was like a messy breakup, post a picture of his credit card. Like, I think the answer is always posting more.
Full disclosure, Sophie Buttle and full disclosure.
Yeah, but I do post my boyfriend. I think that we have, I'm proud of my boyfriend, you know, and so I think that we brought
Do
a
we
picture.
have a picture?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the hands.
I love to post my
Okay,
boyfriend.
so you do, but you do.
Handsome.
You do.
Yeah, he's got very nice hands.
Yes.
Do you normally
He's
post
very
his
nice
face or no?
hands. Okay, do we have
Is it
another
more-
one? Do we have another one?
This is a good picture of him, I think.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
really nice.
And then you see, if
Oh,
you
he's
can,
in the-
You can see his neck, I think, a
Oh,
little.
that's so nice.
So you're doing this thing. So is he kind of a mystery?
He's heavily featured, in my opinion.
Okay.
Ladies, are we posting the
Go after that. That was amazing. But it does feel like a little bit of a cultural shift right now. I remember when there was a time when a young woman wanted to wear the varsity jacket or the class ring as almost to say like, I'm taken. I belong to someone. You know what I mean? But today it feels like
That was like 1952?
It's a throwback. It's a throwback Thursday. Oh my God, it is a throwback Thursday. But it does feel like today, these women, it's the last thing on their mind. They're too busy being just fabulous and independent. Do you know what I mean? It's the last thing they're thinking about.
Is it about being like showcasing that you're independent, or is it just more like, okay, I don't want to have to go back and delete, or I actually find
it's practical.
I think it's just a bit of pragmatic.
Saving
kind of
some
is.
work.
I think so. I mean, for me, I think about what is the reason why we post. I'm not saying I've been in the same relationship for 25 years. There's very few pictures of Jason on there, and that's a personal choice. And I think it's partially because we have a really private and intimate relationship. But when I analyze it, it's like, you go back to old-timey, like putting on the varsity jacket. I'm gonna go back even further and be like, before the internet, when you got into a relationship, did you go to a newspaper and say, hey, I'm in a new relationship?
Some people did.
No, you didn't. Only if you were getting
the
married or
1900s?
engaged.
Yeah,
Did you go and stand on the street corner and go, hear ye, I'm at a boyfriend?
actually
No, you
true.
did
Ring
not.
a bell.
You didn't do
That's
that.
true. Ring
So
a bell.
who is this for on the internet? Is it for your ex-boyfriend? Is it for their ex-girlfriend? Is it just to kind of like be braggadocious? Like, I just don't know why you would put your most intimate private relationship out on blast.
I'll
for people.
tell you why I do
Okay,
it.
yeah,
I'll
go
tell
for
you why
it.
I
You
do
tell
it.
me.
My husband's hot, and
Yeah, mine
shots
yours,
fired.
I guess mine's a garbage. No, he's not. He's not. He's not.
actually very handsome, but I know you respect his privacy. I don't care about my husband's privacy. So therein lies the difference. No, in all honesty, I have his consent. And I think he probably wishes I would post about him more.
Interesting.
Yes, but sorry, babe, I love you and you are hot, but this is a one-woman show.
But then okay, well, we're gonna move on in a second, but like, what is it for? Is it just because you love him so much you want the world to know?
I will say this. This is where Taylor Swift and I maybe are very similar because we are as opposite as it can be. When she came out with her last album, The Life of a Showgirl, everybody was like, oh my God, Life of a Showgirl. And then there was a huge swath of her own fans who kind of turned on her and said, wait a second, Taylor, you've been telling us that you're this very happy single cat lady, and all of a sudden you come out with a song called Wish List, which is, oh, you want the house, you want the this, you want the that, and all I want is my man. And all of a sudden her own fan base started to say, wait a second, you've been pushing this agenda or message of female empowerment, and we don't need a man, and now you get a man and you're dumping the rest of us losers out here. And a lot of her fans are upset. So it is a weird thing that it's like, because she's supposed to be feminist. So I am a feminist. I also have a hot husband, but I don't need him to keep my feed going. I'm good on my own.
Yeah. And
Really
I
answer
think
that question. But anyway.
the thing is, Taylor Swift-wise, I don't think that songs should be written about men.
Period.
And that we sold it all. I think that they've had enough attention, and the songs should be written about women, beautiful women who shoplift.
Okay, we're gonna stick with relationships. Have you heard of the swag gap relationship, okay? This is when one partner is always dressed up more than the other, like Justin and Hailey Bieber, or Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. So is there anything wrong with a swag gap?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's better than couples who come out like really matchy-matchy. I think it just shows like two distinct, independent, powerful people. I also have to say all of that because there is a swag gap. In my relationship, just last Saturday, we went out grocery shopping. Simon, my partner, came out like dressed like he was in a Ralph Lauren ad, and I came out in a jogging suit that I had also slept in. And I did think about, I was like, oh, why are you wearing that? And I was like, let me go upstairs and change. And then I thought, no, this is kind of cute, like a before and after photo. You know what I mean? I loved it.
You're the Justin Bieber.
Yes!
I love that.
So cute, huh?
I love that. I love a mixed swag couple. Like for me, my boyfriend and I am the swaggier one, but I don't want to date a guy that's like as blinged out as me. I would have to date like the Pope, right?
Oh, yes!
Yeah, that's him. He's so cute.
God, I love
He's
I
so
love
cute.
it.
But the thing is, it's like I can't date the Pope. Because he's already married to the game. And it's like my boyfriend doesn't dress bad, he just dresses plain, and I like that. I think that a man should be plain.
Gap. Like I have a style gap between myself and Jason. He can pull it together when we need to go somewhere nice, and we can both pull out swag. But like in general, sometimes like, he wears shirts with like animated cats on them, or he'll be like he lately has really gotten into Japanese style. So I'll like walk down the stairs. I don't know. It's like he wears these sort of like parachute kind of pants that I've never, and I'm always like, I don't know. But it works. Okay. It's okay. It works.
Yeah, okay, great. I already said my husband's hot. Nothing else. Nothing else to say. Doesn't matter what he's wearing.
If you often leave a social gathering feeling really, really exhausted, this next one is for you. Because Hinge surveyed more than 10,000 participants and found that 38% of people are socially exhausted after just 2 to 3 hours of hanging out. So we want to sort of talk about how do you know when your social battery has run out? Are there signs?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's funny. Just as you were reading that, I was like, oh, there's another double. Like, I'm thinking of now the social, like actually the show, and I know I'm out right after the show. I'm drained completely. But in general, I get a headache. Like, I feel I get a headache, and then this overwhelming sense of sort of like just a general anxiety of like, I've got to get out of here when I'm at a party. But what's interesting to me is that I don't think I had this prior to like my 30s. Like, I feel like before that, I could spend hours and hours of time, and there would never be drained. Did you feel like that?
So I'm like very extroverted, and so it's not so much about my social battery as when my friends start yawning. Because I know it's time that I should peel out, but I can't. I'm always trying to extend the hang, and it's also partly because I'm an only child, and so I'm always trying to like convince people to be my brother. You know what I mean? Like it's really I'm the reason people's battery runs out.
That's really sweet. We should be friends. We have to be friends.
Are you extroverted
feel
too?
the same way?
I have yet to find out where my social battery is empty.
gosh.
Yeah.
But I think it also matters if you are an extrovert versus an introvert. I think it matters if you, like in my case, if my child has kept me up all night and she's annoying me, then guess what? Maybe my battery might be a little bit more taxed, but I have yet to find that. You were with me this weekend. I held a retreat this weekend. We had 100 women who came out to my retreat, and I was very excited about that. And I was very nervous that maybe is there going to be enough energy? Can I keep up with meeting so many amazing women? And I thought, okay, I got to ration myself. My husband, Ryan, was like, take care. Here's what I learned. I didn't have the end to my social battery because it's not just what you give, it's also what you get. I got so much love and warmth and connection and affection. It just kept, I was like an EV car, and I just like plugged in, and they just kept my battery up here. I should be exhausted today. And you know what? I am as full as ever.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think you and I are similar in this way.
Yeah.
Of just getting
my social, there's a sign. It's when I don't know what the next words out of my mouth will be, or even what the words mean. And it's kind of like jazz. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what's coming up next? I don't know, but I better go. Because it could be very scary what comes out next. Like, I just don't know what's gonna happen.
To me, that's part of the fun of social interactions. Like, especially, it's like, yeah, of course, if somebody's annoying you or it's your kid, like, that's, you know, gonna drain your battery a little bit faster. But you just gotta spice it up. You know, you can abuse stimulants. There's so many ways to have fun in even boring interactions. I have Red Bull in my veins.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, she like that.
Okay, we're going to move on to this because someone wrote to Dear Prudence saying they've avoided learning how to drive, and now at 26 years old, it is causing her a lot of problems. So, Sophie, is there an adult skill that you wish you learned at a younger age?
So, yes, I also do not have a driver's license.
Wow.
Hey.
I know, people, thank you. Thank you. We get where we need to be, though, right? And I think it would actually...
How do you get there?
Well, it goes with the social battery thing, too, where it's like you got to dance for your dinner. Like, if I'm trying to get a ride home, I got to have a funny story in the car.
Yeah.
It also makes you more extroverted because you're, like, trying to make a friend at the event so that you can get a ride home. Yes. And I also am, like, worried because I have, like, pretty crazy ADHD. I'm sure nobody can tell. But I am always worried that I'm going to learn to drive and then I'm going to get distracted. And I was, like, talking about it with my boyfriend. I was like, when you're driving, when do you look at birds? And he was like, I don't look at birds.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, because as it stands, when I'm in a car, the whole time I'm looking at birds. And then I talked to some of my girlfriends, and they were like, you can look at birds. You can absolutely get lost in a bird.
I think it's good that you don't maybe have a driver's license, maybe.
You're making
maybe.
a sacrifice,
But, yeah.
actually, though.
Then can I have a ride home?
Yes, we will give you a ride home to LA.
You know what I wish? I wish I had learned about the stock market earlier. Like, does anyone else? I had an uncle when I was growing up who would always have the TV on and be, you know, reading about it and whatever. And I thought, oh, that looks boring. And I never thought I could have asked him 1,000,001 questions at that time and sort of got a sense and then got in early. Instead, I just left it to a financial advisor. And I feel like I would be a lot better off if I
Started earlier.
I think that there are a lot of idiots who know a lot about the stock market, and I feel like it's been left out just as a
They
kind of
purposely leave women out.
Yes, exactly. And that makes me mad. How about you?
I feel the same way about fitted sheets. Like I've never, if someone had taught me how to properly fold one as a child, still to this day, I've watched so many of those videos, how to fold your fitted sheet, your fitted bed sheet.
And you would watch your uncle hang around folding fitted sheets and you didn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it still comes out looking like it was in a bar fight. Like it's so absurd. I just wish someone could still show me that, not only as a child, but as an adult.
All
Interesting.
right.
Yeah.
I think there's a gender component to this because right away when I read this story, I said, I'm so lucky I had the dad that I did. He raised my sister and I genderless. He's like, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, you're gonna learn how to change a tire, check your oil, do a basic car maintenance, drive stick shift. I can drive stick shift, I can drive trailers, I can drive ATVs, I can drive snowmobiles. You know, I can give you lessons, Sophie. I can do all of these things.
I would take a ride.
Yes, but you know, I will say this, I feel so useful, but a lot of people don't purposely teach girls how to change a tire. Why is that? They don't teach girls how to check oil or even to fill our windshield washer fluid. They don't teach enough boys how to clean up and cook.
It's a good point.
Clean
It's a
their-
good point.
So I do think there's a gender component to this. So let's break the stigma, and everyone is able to learn everything, all these life skills.
I don't know. I don't want to know some of those things. I don't. I'll admit it.
wants to look at birds.
I want to look at birds. I'm with you, looking at the birds.
Call me if you break down on the
Okay,
side of the
bless
road.
you.
I think if you have long nails, it's a good message to the world that's like, I can't help you.
Yeah.
I need help.
Okay, so U.S. retailer Target is making headlines for its new smile policy. Employees who are within 10 feet of a customer must make eye contact, must wave, and use friendly, approachable, and welcoming body language. Do we appreciate, Sophie, when store employees treat you this way?
No, you don't like it.
No, I don't like it. I don't want to be talked to. I'm hungover, first of all. And I think if you're being paid minimum wage, at least, which I assume Target people are, because I'm trying to slander it because I'm a seller. But I think if you're being paid minimum wage, of course you do your job. Of course, if somebody asks you for something, do it. But I think that it's kind of on the customer to be polite, because I worked at Starbucks for a really long time, and I know as a barista, if a customer is rude to me, I'm giving them decaf.
Hot tip.
That's very interesting. You mentioned that place because I just read that their numbers have gone down a bit, so they're making this huge corporate push to make sure all of their staff are super, super welcoming. And I noticed it for the first time when I walked into one on Monday morning, and you could practically smell like the head office, the power of the head office making them happy. It was just being inundated with kindness, with sweetness, but it felt artificial. And again, I don't put it on them. They have been told to do so, but it made me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I just went to return something at a store down the street, and I opened the door, and there were two younger people, and that's significant because younger people never pick their face out of the phone anymore. And there's a whole generation that has no idea how to read body language or make eye contact because they might, all be looking at the birds or what, and the phone. I'm not sure.
Your nails.
And your nails. And I felt, even though I felt like there was choreography or that it was rehearsed, I was just happy to make eye contact with another
you liked
human.
it.
I love
You liked
this.
it.
So even though, it might feel a little artificial, but I don't know about you, but where the heck has any customer service gone these days? There is no customer service anywhere. If it's on the phone, I'm talking to a computer. If it's in person, we're doing returns and buys with a self-checkout.
Right.
We have literally
but
engineered humans out of everything.
Artificial?
I don't care.
Even if they're people, like if it's a
Don't
hostage
care.
negotiate, like it feels
I
like
don't
they're
even
under-
care. You know,
don't
there's
care.
a science thing, a science idea that if you fake it till you make it, right? Which is if you pretend to smile and you're just like, I feel like garbage. And if you do that long enough, you do actually start to feel a little bit better with your mood. So fake it till you make it.
I don't know. I think there's a sweet spot that has to be struck. Like, you obviously don't want people to treat you like dirt, but you don't want them acting like they're your best friend, like right out of the gate. And I think
just don't call me honey.
Yeah, that's
I don't like that.
patronizing.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
went through a drive-through recently at a coffee place, and it was the same thing. My sister was driving, and it was like the barista was so over the top effusive, asking a whole bunch of questions, and wasn't even listening to the responses. So my sister had to repeat. She's like, I just told you what we were doing this weekend. You asked again. She repeated the same thing, and it's like, if you're that tapped out, it tells me that this is a completely insincere interaction. So I do blame the corporation.
Yeah,
but I
they're
also
essentially repeating a script.
Yes, but I think that there's a way to just be in your body and just be interested in people and genuinely curious. Isn't that like
sounds
the
nuts.
answer? Okay,
That sounds nuts. Impossible in 2025.
But I think that you made a really good point about the like kind of Gen Z generation that never learned how to socialize, like probably because a lot of their high school years, they ended up being at home, and that's when you learn how to make eye contact with other people. It's true. And so it might be good to have like enlisted Gen Z as customer service so that they can just get socialized. Oh, fun.
Yes. Yay for that. Yay. Yay. Where that was
The
very
budget here
weird.
is pretty good.
Exactly, yeah. Well, listen, it must be celebratory because, Sophie, I know you're on tour with comedians right now. Taylor Tomlinson, Rick Mercer, for example. What is it like This is a fun crew. What is it like being on the road? Which, road life must be hard, but what's it like spending the time with all these folks on tour?
It's so great. It's so great. Because, I am always on the road, and usually I'm by myself. I'm in a hotel room eating chicken wings, like in my eating bed. I always ask for the 2 beds in the hotel room so that I can the dining bed, and the sleeping bed. And so it is really nice to be on the road with friends. It just it changes the whole experience. You feel like you're at camp. You get closer because when you're in whatever city you live in, there's always errands on your mind or the other things you can be doing. But when you're in a boring city or a place where there's not a lot going on and you're just there with your friends, you get to truly connect and make eye contact. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Well, Sophie, I know this is your first time here, but I know it ain't the last. You can have to come back. Thank you so much for coming. Thank
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. Well, I did steal the keys to the building. See you tomorrow.
All right, see you in my office tomorrow morning. You're
wearing all your clothes.
And you're wearing all my clothes, exactly. You are going to have to jump on a wait list if you're trying to see Sophie here in Toronto, unfortunately, but good for her. But she is going to be in Ottawa Friday, December the 19th, and Saturday, December the 20th. That's a nice, fun road trip. If you'd like more information, head to comedybar.ca. That's going to be a good show.
Subscribe to The Social Podcast so you don't miss a fiery debate. Until next time, socialites.